What was the decisive moment when in Ireland they decided, I mean, they knew they were going to collapse. There was a big liquidity problem. And then they said the state is responsible of taking over all this.
Well, that is a problem that has happened all across the world, where all of a sudden private debt all of a sudden has become public debt.
Yeah, but it sank Ireland.
It sank Ireland, it sunk Greece, it's sinking Spain, it's sinking Portugal. In America, they're printing money like there's no tomorrow. Lehman Brothers is gone. We're not quite sure why a few other American banks still exist. But every taxpayer everywhere has been told that these banks are too big to fail. They are essential businesses. Now, I can understand that a hospital is an essential entity. I can understand that a farm that grows food is an essential entity. Why is it essential to keep so many banks going after they've all been run into the ground? Why does Ireland, how can Ireland justify keeping 5 boards of directors going of banks that have all been run into the ground and would not exist without you, the European taxpayer?
Because we need the banks to grease the economy.
Of course. So in the name of competition, you shut everybody down, you save 2 banks, keep 2 banks, protect the depositors to a maximum of whatever you decide is right, maybe 50,000 euro per person, maybe 100,000, maybe 20,000. But Ireland, overnight, guaranteed unlimited amounts. Why?
Yes, why?
Nobody knows. And in recent months, there has been an investigation in Ireland to look into why the guarantee happened. Why did the Irish government guarantee overnight all of its banks, all of its depositors, when it ran out of liquidity? Nobody can come up with a reason. Now they're saying that they were pushed into it. By who? Why? We are
by Europe, I suppose.
We were a sovereign country. We will have a democratically elected government. By who were they pushed into guarantee? But then if we start answering these questions, we also have to start answering, how come all of our banks ran out of money? And where was the regulator when this was going on? And do we, the taxpayers, we pay the police to police the streets? We pay the regulator and the financial regulator and the central bank to police our banks. So why all of a sudden now we're being left with the catastrophe which we all have to pay for? On the internet there's a saying that's been going around for a while now, that in the good days where everybody had a good party, nobody was sharing the gain. Dexia, Fortis didn't ring you and say, oh, by the way, I've made a lot of millions this year, I would like to give you a few. But now that they've collapsed, everybody has to share the pain. Why? Why?